This is your sign to make a cherry vanilla matcha at home. Trust me, you won't believe how good this is.
That matcha is so fresh, and you add in the sweet cherry with the richness of the vanilla. It's just perfect.
Starting off by making a cherry vanilla syrup, which is just a simple mix of cherries, sugar, water, and the secret to making this coffee shop worthy good vanilla.
I, of course, am using the best vanilla, Taylor & Coolidge.
Now we're going to allow the syrup to cook until the cherries are nice and soft, and once it's cooked, we're going to add in our vanilla.
With just a few drops, you have the best cherry vanilla matcha you've ever had.
Now I found that adding the vanilla after the syrup is cooked means none of it will evaporate and you'll get the most flavour, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And just like that, you've made a homemade cherry vanilla syrup, and it's time to make a cherry vanilla matcha. Now this part's always super therapeutic to me. You want to whisk your matcha until it's nice and frothy. Now of course we're adding some cherry vanilla syrup, some ice, I'm using oat milk, so you can use any milk you like, and of course topping it with that frothy delicious matcha. And there you have it, the easiest best cherry vanilla matcha you've ever made that will rival any coffee shop version. For recipes on my site, don't forget to save, share and follow for more.
Call someone over. I think they also looked back at the security footage and saw what happened. And I think they did say that like this is a common thing. Like this specific guy goes around and does that. They didn't fire me technically. They just surprisingly I was allowed back into those islands.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we finally have some good weather. It's beautiful, bright and sunny. And this, well, this is sunshine and a dessert. This lemon curd cheesecake is super bright, tangy, sweet and rich, but it is so easy to make. Let me show you how. Starting off, as all good cheesecakes do, with a buttery biscuit base, and I'm using my Kenwood, but you can honestly just use a Ziploc bag and a rolling pin. Once the biscuits are crushed, we're going to mix them with some melted butter and sugar and pack that into a pan, and this is your cheesecake base. Now, one of the things I love about this lemon curd cheesecake and what makes it different from a lemon cheesecake is that we're making a vanilla filling and topping it with a lemon curd. This is how you get the bright citrusy notes from the lemon curd paired beautifully with the vanilla cheesecake, so not too bitter, not too sour, not too sweet, the perfect Goldilocks balance. Once the cheesecake is set and out of the fridge, we're going to top it with that gorgeous silky lemon curd. Now you could use store-bought lemon curd, but honestly homemade is so much better. I have a full recipe on my page and on my site. And there you have it, a bright and sunny lemon curd cheesecake. I decorated mine with some fresh lemon and whipped cream. You can do whatever you'd like. Don't forget to save, share, follow for more, and enjoy the sun.
Me and the devil walking side by side.
And when I tell you my shop, when I opened Facebook and saw Jay's family posted about me, yes, Jay and T have a baby together. And it gets
Have you ever tried making
worse.
caramel at
Now, I
home
won't
only for it to
reveal
turn
my
into a
sources
sticky,
here
lumpy
just to
mess?
protect
Well, this is exactly why it happens and how to
the
fix it.
story,
Welcome
but I
back
did
to
receive
Caramel
a
101.
message from
Essentially, the
someone
reason
down
why
the
this
line
happens is because
that
the
was
sugar is
worried
boiling
about
hot
Jay
when you
being
add
a
in the cream.
cheater.
And if the
Obviously,
cream
now
is
he
a
had a
little bit
baby,
too
his
cold, it
actions
kind of
would
shocks the
affect
sugar
the baby
and you
as
end up with
well.
those
Turns
big
out he
lumps
allegedly
in your
cheated
caramel.
on
Now, to prevent this from the start, you can make sure your cream is at room temp by leaving it out or even popping it into the microwave for a few seconds. Now on to the fix. Essentially, we're going to take our caramel, put it on the stove on the lowest heat and whisk constantly. I mean, don't even leave it for a second. Now it might start to look a little bit cloudy, but not to worry, just keep whisking till there's no lumps left. Finally, add in your butter, vanilla and salt, give it a good whisk, and can you even believe this is the exact same batch of caramel as earlier? And just like that, you have a silky smooth, luscious caramel sauce. Add it to coffees, desserts, serve it with ice cream, or even eat straight from the spoon. For recipes on my page, don't forget to save, share, follow for more, and leave me any caramel cues in the comments.
My friends in Weatherspoons, funnily enough, we were just having a few drinks, and at the same time, Jay was having drinks with me. I didn't know about this. He asked me.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
When I was finished hanging out with my friends,
My daughter taught me that you should add sweetened condensed milk into the bowl. Add the butter and cocoa powder, mix very well, then transfer to a greased baking pan. On top, pour a chocolate cake batter and bake for 50 minutes in the oven. You'll end up with a cake that comes out already filled. So delicious you'll only want to make it this way.
And we had gone back to one of my friends' houses and people were just like getting taxis and getting picked up and stuff. So obviously then I asked him to pick me up because I was ready, and I thought he was ready as well since he was just at his dad's waiting to pick me up. He didn't reply, and obviously I was just sat at my friend's house waiting, so I kept texting him, I was calling him, and he didn't answer.
At what age did you discover that if you add powdered milk to the blender with a little water and blend very well, then add juice from half a lemon and blend again, transfer to a dish, add chocolate sprinkles, mix everything and place in the freezer for 2 hours, you will get a wonderful homemade chocolate chip ice cream.
I totally owe you an apology. This recipe has been sitting on my phone and in my notes app for probably months. I wanted to make it absolutely perfect, and I can honestly say it really truly is. This lemon curd cheesecake is bright, tangy, fresh and citrusy, and it's no bake, which means it's an absolute cinch to make. Honestly, can't think of a better way to soak up the last few days of summer.
I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away.
Did you know that if you stack ham and cheese, cut it in half, coat it in all-purpose flour, then an egg yolk, back in flour, coat with crushed Doritos, and fry in very hot oil? When you cut it open, the cheese melts inside, and you'll get a stuffed and crunchy savory snack. Do you know what happens if you heat milk, cheese, and butter? Stirring until it comes. Together, transfer it to a mold, wait for it to cool, unmold, and slice it. You'll get a cheese that's so easy and practical to make. Did you know that if you put margarine in a mixer, add the same amount of milk, and beat it very well? Then add salt and beat it one more time. You will triple the amount of your margarine and save a lot of money. Did you know if you add ground meat into each ice cube tray cavity, then fill with cheese, then cover with more meat, freeze, then fry until golden, add tomato sauce, cook until the sauce thickens, you'll get the juiciest, most delicious meatballs you've ever eaten. Did you know that if you put an egg in the middle of bread, add salt to taste, black pepper, parsley, and grated cheese, cover with another slice of bread and butter it, you'll have a rich person's egg toast. At what age did you find out that if you dice chicken breast, add eggs, black pepper, salt, paprika, mayonnaise, all-purpose flour, then add cheese and parsley, and fried garlic. Fry portions of the mixture until golden on both sides. You'll get the most delicious chicken you've ever eaten. Did you know that if you mash 2 bananas, add 1 cup of oats, 1 egg, half a cup of sugar, 1 cup of milk, mix everything and bake for 50 minutes, you'll have a delicious banana cake. A friend from Italy told me that if you add eggs to a tortilla in a skillet with a drizzle of oil, stir it, add green bell pepper, red bell pepper, tomato, cheese, season with oregano, cook it, you'll get an egg tortilla pizza so delicious and irresistible that you'll want to make it every day. How old were you when you learned that if you place tangerines in caramel made with butter, pour cake batter on top, cover it, and let it cook for 20 minutes over low heat? You don't need an oven to make cake. My grandmother taught me that if you melt cheese in a skillet, add an egg and spread it with a fork. Add salt, then cover with a slice of bread, brown both sides. You'll get the most delicious egg and cheese sandwich you've ever eaten in your life. Did you know that if you add butter to potatoes, garlic paste, season with paprika, black pepper, salt to taste, Parmesan cheese, and white sauce, and bake for 30 minutes. You'll have delicious baked potatoes.
Many people cut cake in a triangle shape, but this exposes one side of the cake, causing it to spoil. A better way is to cut the cake straight from the piece. Take out 1 portion and then reattach the remaining 2 pieces. This way, no part of the cake will dry out, and it will stay fresh for longer.
How old were you when you found out that if you add orange juice to cornstarch, cook until thickened, pour into a dish and let it cool, cut into small pieces and sprinkle with powdered sugar, you'll get delicious orange gummies? Did you know that if you cut a watermelon from the top, then the bottom, remove the inside, slice it and place it back into the rind, all the guests will be amazed? Did you know that if you add ground beef to mashed potatoes and mix well, place cheese in the center, shape it like I'm showing, and put it in the air fryer, you'll get potato kibbeh? Did you know that if you rub olive oil on the knife, You will never cry again while cutting onions. Did you know that if you add cornstarch over the shredded cheese, along with the egg and mix well, cut the dough into cubes, make small balls, and fry them in hot oil, you will get delicious cheese balls with just 2 ingredients. Did you know that if you add ground beef to mashed potatoes, mix well,